Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Morgan. Tonight is going to be a what's for dinner recipe. I am going to be making a Thai chicken coconut curry. I've been making this for a couple years now and it is absolutely delicious. I had asked a couple videos ago of if y'all would be interested in a kind of like a what's for dinner series, and I had a great response to that. I know I had at least 2 people comment that they would love a what's for dinner series, that they just don't know what to cook for dinner, because you ask your family, what would you like for dinner? And they say, I don't care. Well, that's not very helpful. If you could just serve your family I don't cares for dinner, I mean, I guess they would be full forever. I figured I would share what I'm making for dinner, so then maybe that sparks an idea for what you'll make for dinner. Or you could always tweak the recipe to meet your family's needs as well. My husband likes to eat gluten-free and so do I, so I tend to only cook gluten-free for the most part. We'll include carbohydrates like potatoes, rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, stuff like that. We just don't tend to eat bread and gluten for dinners. Don't get me wrong, we'll still eat it, but we tend to always try to eat gluten-free for dinner. He wants to add stuff too, so I will let my baby talk as well. Alrighty, so enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and get started on dinner. So normally I would use coconut oil for this recipe, but I cannot get the jar open for the life of me. So I'm gonna use avocado oil instead. Normally I have my husband open up that jar for me, but since he's not home, I cannot have him open it for me. So I just drizzled a little bit of avocado oil into my skillet. I'm gonna get my skillet heating over a medium heat, and then I'm gonna add all of my chicken. I'm cooking an entire 4-pound bag of chicken diced into cubes because I'm gonna save half of it for meal prep for my husband for his lunches and then half of it for dinner tonight. Here I'm just explaining that I would have cooked the onions first, but since my chicken was frozen, I put my chicken in first so that could cook, and then I am adding my onions later. But if my chicken was thawed, I would have added the onions in first, cooked them until they were cooked down, and then put my chicken in to cook. But I am just cooking this chicken down, and since it was frozen, it has a lot of extra water, so I drained all of that water out. I seasoned it with salt and pepper, drained the water out again, and added all of my onions in. So I'm browning this chicken a little bit and sauteing the onions. Now I'm taking half of the chicken out and saving that for my husband's lunches. Next, I'm gonna add about 6 cloves of garlic, or however much your heart desires if you're anything like me. Don't spill it all over your stove like what I just did. And about 6 teaspoons of ginger. Or again, however much your heart desires. Four teaspoons of ground coriander. If you want more heat in this chicken curry, you could add red pepper flakes, but my husband and I don't like that much heat, so I left it out. And I just decided I'm dumping the rest of that coriander in to empty that jar. We're just gonna cook this until everything is nice and fragrant. It takes about 1 minute for these spices to become nice and fragrant, you're just pulling the oils out of the spices to enhance the flavor. So next, I am adding 2 13-ounce cans of unsweetened coconut milk into the skillet, and you'll need a spatula to get all of the coconut milk out of your cans. Don't know why I really thought that would just plop out of there, but obviously it didn't. And now I'm adding 1 4-ounce jar of Thai red curry paste. You could use curry powder, but I enjoy the flavor of this Thai red curry paste, and it has clean ingredients, so that's why I use it. And now I am adding the 3 cups of shredded carrots that we shredded up earlier in the video. And I'm going to stir it all together and cook it down at a simmer until I am happy with the consistency of the liquid. This takes probably anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. You just want to stir it intermittently so nothing sticks on and burns. I cook it down until the sauce is kind of sticking to the chicken and the carrots and everything, and it's just deliciousness. So I'm giving it a taste test, and I thought this was spot on, so I'm not adding anything more. I'm adding a full 10-ounce bag of spinach leaves. I know this is going to look like a ton of spinach, but just trust the process. This spinach is going to cook down, and it's going to look like nothing in the skillet. And I'm just folding the chicken and the sauce over the spinach so it starts wilting down and becoming tender. But back to the seasonings, if you wanted to adjust the spice level, you could add red pepper flakes, you could add more curry powder, you could add sugar if you want it sweeter. The world is your oyster. Add whatever spices you would like to add to this. But since I decided I wasn't going to add anything more, that's why I just decided to add the spinach and the last ingredient, which is 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And I just eyeballed that because my husband and I love citrus, so I just add it to my heart's desire. And that's it. It's as simple as that. I am serving this chicken curry over rice and topping it with some freshly chopped cilantro. So I hope this What's for Dinner inspires you, and if you give this recipe a try, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.